Oh, that sounded like things exploding already. That's not a good sign. Well, I guess I'm going to reload this. We're going to restart this because I might have actually, well, sort of unintentionally or intentionally destroyed everyone just for testing purposes. Because when you have infinite power, sometimes you feel the need to abuse that for, the needs of science or competition or whatever. Hello, Nubby Narwhal. Glad to see you here. I think we might have one of your planes flying. I'm going to point out that we are continuing Runway project, but we've already run all the various rounds and scored them. So, and yeah, Nubby Narwhal, you can actually see yours here. I spent Thursday night completely hacking away at BDArmory to add this new vessel switcher dialogue here. And I should probably move it up here. So now what you can see is there's a 0 there, which is the current number of hits that you've got that this spacecraft has. This will show you which one it's targeting. It'll also put little cues in here to tell you that it's targeting. I need to switch it to different teams. And the X, if you hit it with the right button, will just kill the target with, absolute, well, with no no prejudice, no second thoughts. Oh darn, shoot. It's this. Unfortunately, I haven't made this thing automatic. There's 8 teams, but I have to add them one at a time. So this does mean that there is a proper free-for-all. So I'm going to set up 800, and we're just going to start this competition. We'll talk about what else is happening here. So let's go through these teams. Oh. There's Nubby Narwhal. There is Prof Biscuit. Pushing Robot. Rise. And Ryscorn. I like this. So yeah, don't worry about this. We're going to have future rounds, and at the end of tonight, we'll show you what, we'll tell you what the next round is, and you will have until Sunday to submit your vehicles, but we'll require a little more fancy presentation this time. So we're just watching them. You see them taking off here. So this is a status thing here. This tells you what they're doing. There will be codes in here that will appear. It will add zeros or X's if they're targeting hostiles or whatever. So that means that I can switch quickly to where the action is. That's right. So instead of watching someone that's boring, we can get to where everything is going on. Here's Chunkmaster Blast. I said 800 meters, so they'll all kind of get together in 2 groups and shoot themselves, and then the other one will go on. I think Prof Biscuit was kind of reliable at one point. Ricecorn has been reliable in this round, but not so much in other rounds. Oh man. And also, by the way, tonight it is quarantine. I need to bring up the webcam, since you can see that we are paying tribute to our virus overlords with some Corona. Have I watched Tiger King? No, I haven't. I'm not that interested in a lot of those shows. I am currently working my way through Star Trek Discovery. And I think it's very obvious that whoever ran the show decided to try and fit together an arc which incorporated like all of the popular things in Star Trek. And they might have shoehorned things a little hard, to be honest, to make that work. I've seen Picard yet. I quite like it. I mean, certainly I can understand why a lot of people aren't particularly happy with the situation. Oh yeah, so you'll notice here, there. So I can immediately switch to see Prof Biscuit firing guns, or Ricecorn, or these guys getting shot at. So the X means that they're actually getting shot at, and the 0 means that they are firing. And the number is how many hits they've managed. So it's keeping track of all the important stuff now. The only thing I don't have is a good way of figuring out who killed who yet. It does track that they managed hits, but then tracking them to their descent and ultimate demise obviously is a little more grey than that is. Wow, pushing robots sort of spinning out of control. Oh, I think Nubby Narwhal just got a couple of hits there. See, 2 points against... Oh, there you go! Wow. Fire, explosions, and a kill. And Nem Galnator is dead. You'll see now here it says 0. So that is the 0th death in this round, or rather the first one. So we can keep track of all these things. Nobody else has managed any hits so far. Forward swept wings have been historically very agile. Well, the problem with forward swept wings is that because the wing sticks forward, and I got to bring up the webcam for this, because the wing sticks forward, if the plane pitches down, it pushes the wingtip down, which means the wingtip flexes down, which means it increases the angle of attack of that wing, which causes you to pitch down more. Like, the wing literally flexes and bad things can happen. John F. President has died, but I don't know who killed him because there's nobody else managed any hits. So the great thing is we're keeping track of all this stuff now, and if there's anybody stuck on the bottom, on the ground, or whatever, that's dead, I can just right-click and destroy them. This is Chunkmaster. He was getting shot at. There we go. Some incoming shots there. Should probably turn on the dogfight camera so you can watch this. That's Nubby Narwhal flying by there. But he's decided to go after somebody else. And you can see he's decided to go after Rays, so I can click on Rays and see where he is. Chunkmaster is shooting and missing. Pushing Robot is being shot at. As is Rays. So anyway, the funny thing is about that wing flexing thing is that you actually see that in Kerbal Space Program, whereas you won't see that in a lot of other systems. Whoa, gunfire everywhere. Here is Nubby Narwhal shooting down there. Nobody's actually got any shot and any hits. A lot of bullets flying around, but not many connecting. Which is kind of what we've seen in some previous battles. I've seen some really active ones where things happen very, very quickly. Prof Biscuit. Now, I haven't made it switch automatically because I figured that would just be too confusing. But I can see who's where, and I think what I should do is make these X's and O's only appear if the range is like 1 kilometer. I will totally publish the hack. It is awful. I feel bad about what I did, but I will share the code. It's probably not very good, but I just made it happen very fast. It's terrible. Like, I was running a million tests with it, and there was some epic battles that we never got to see. Come on, Chunk. Are you hitting the target? Come on, Chunk. Hit that target. Hit the... Oh, if only you kept going. Nope, you're too low. Oh, no, you had him right where you wanted him, but you're deciding to go elsewhere. I don't quite get this somehow. We will have round 3 announced at the end of tonight. We have currently a number of AI pilots shooting at each other. The aircraft have all been built by members of the chat, members of Discord, people that have entered into this contest called Runway Project, where we come up with challenges and the people build their aircraft. Whoa, look at that, down the middle there. And then the aircraft fight each other, and the ones that get the best kills, survive longest, look coolest, they get points and they get awarded. So currently the format is we run 2 rounds now. We run 1 round with regular ammunition and 1 round with infinite ammunition because, you know, we want to see everyone die. But I'm gonna say, yeah, it seems really unfortunate that we are not having a great number of deaths going on here. It seems that whenever Twitch joins, the game decides not to manage to hit. I'm gonna see if there's anybody that has no ammunition. Rice Corn still flying out there with weapons. Oh, and... yeah, was that a hit? No, that wasn't a hit. That looked like it could have been a hit. The planes are too cool looking to die. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I think that's definitely what's happening here. Pushing robot shooting. That's Ray's shooting. I think I need to make it so that it only shows the I'm shooting button if there's a chance that they'll hit. Because some of these ones are obviously never gonna hit. Oh god, Bracket 2 was terrible. Although, actually, I had a really good one here. Oh, Pushing Robot getting a lot of hits there. And Chunkmaster Blast getting shot out of the sky. Wow, I wonder if we can find Chunkmaster. There we go. That is the remains of Chunkmaster. Floating around in the sky. And... yeah. I mean, technically there's some life left in you, but you don't have a weapons manager. So you're doomed. You just get to appreciate the silence as you fall back to Earth. So back to Nubby that is in a dive, trying to shoot Pushing Robot down below him. So you can read off who they're trying to shoot at here. It's kind of surprising that Prof Biscuit was very efficient in previous rounds, but somehow hasn't got it this time. Now, I'm going to remind you, the scores for this have already been calculated. This is just a replay of a new round so you can see the new mods and so you can see all the planes in action. So this is Rice Corn. He's got the sort of... hold on, I'm going to cancel this. So you can see the design they have there. All of these had to use the tiny little Juno engines. Come on! Oh, man. No good. Pushing Robot has been surprisingly effective in this round. Prof Biscuit kind of looks interesting. Yeah, you know, if you want a better craft, you submit it for the next round under the new rules. That's what you do. Because there will be another round, another chance to win. It looks swordfish-like. Pushing Robot seems to be firing a lot more than anyone else, but not hitting. You were leading that target just a little too much. The early shutdown in the last... there's nothing official that's been announced, but there was something that let go, and I was informed that there was basically stuff burning at the bottom of the rocket after the re-entry burn. So they were not going to be able to land this thing. Come on, hit it! I kind of wanted to add status lights and stuff to say, oh, this guy's about to crash and whatever, but we're not seeing that. Remember that when this was a small planes... well, here's the thing. This was supposed to be small planes. These ones don't get many points. This one kind of got some bonus points for being cool, but the problem was Well, this one had, yeah, this one had 7 engines. Yeah. Therefore, 7 engines meant not many points. Oh. Who's that down below him? That's Pushing Robot, once again in the little dinky thing, but I don't think with all those... He doesn't have the engines to match the climb rate of the target. Let's see what Ray's, on the other hand, did not have nearly enough engine, or did not get any points basically from excess engines. Yeah, this is all using stock BDArmory. The only thing that's different is this particular display, which I've modified to include essentially scoring for everyone. Oh. Uh-oh, bit of a high angle of attack there, but you did recover in the end. So I only let these things run to 10 minutes, and then at 10 minutes, whoever was still flying got, equal first. Or rather, equal third. Come on, Nubby, are you going to hit your target? Nah, you're 1.8 kilometers out. No chance of that. Ah, missed again! Come on, shoot him! Shoot him dead! Shoot him in the head! Setting gun range... Yes, exactly. Setting the gun range so far out is a recipe for overheating your guns early and then getting into a situation where you have no ammunition. Still, it's kind of fun to, watch these from the first-person viewpoint as well. I would have thought that would have been an obvious shot to take, but he didn't go for it. He's decided instead to go elsewhere. Bullets flying... Oh, finally! Prof Biscuit with the kill! That was kind of impressive. It just tore that thing up. He just, hit the one point that destroyed everything. Yeah, Prof Biscuit finishing off the target. Okay. So yeah, you'll see it keeps track of the order. Oh, that's interesting. We have 2 entries for rice corn. Obviously, there's a bug in my code that tracks how many dead things there are. So Ray's is the only one still flying that hasn't managed to score anything. Because, I really had this problem where we were rewarding people for surviving rather than killing. So I wanted to make sure I was tracking aggression and scores. That means we're going to get that in future rounds. We're going to be counting in the amount of times they hit. So if you build a thing which just flies off the edge of the map, I will blow it up. Oh, wow, we get some shots there. Over here. Prof Biscuit has been hit hard, but he is still flying. Nubby Narwhal is on his tail, though. Do you think he's going to hit? Do you think he's going to shoot? Come on. No. No, he's giving up. He's going to fly past. But Prof Biscuit, does he have any engines? He has no engines as far as I can see. So he is just in free fall. So I'm just going to show you. There is a feature which I have added where I can put this out of its misery just by right-clicking this. Beautiful, huh? How elegant is that? And now the true battle can continue. This was mostly because we had people that were stuck on the ground that hadn't died. And I would have to spawn the vehicle, the object launcher. Pushing robots, spinning around in circles. It still has all their engines, just seems to... Oh! Spoke too soon there! Quick shot out there by Nubby Narwhal, knocking bits off their aircraft. But still flying. Raze is up on Nubby or Narwhal as well. But fails to actually get any shots in on the target. Yeah, Nubby's butterfly did well, but it didn't actually... I don't think it made it... Whoa! Those moments can be pretty good. By the way, there was a clearance button, option that we were selecting, thinking that it would stop them or make them more likely to crash. That's just to do with bombing targets, to make sure that they can safely bomb a target without damaging themselves. So let's just check. Nubby Narwhal is almost out of ammunition here. We're going to let this run to 10 minutes, because anything longer than that is just boring. Pushing Robot has proven to be quite agile. Raze, on the other hand, has proven to be unable to actually hit their target at all. Come on, hit your target. Nothing. Oh, he got a hit. Raze got the hit, taking Nubby Narwhal out of the equation. But immediately comes under fire from Pushing Robot into the agile X-Wing monster. Okay, you get 30 seconds to kill each other. Otherwise, I'm going to just kill you both. "25 seconds. Yeah, I'm writing this code myself to try and solve the problems I need solved. So it's not perfect by any means. Okay, I think Raze is bugging out. Pushing Robot probably is unable to get the pitch angle to be able to attack him. 5, 4. Yeah, as you try to turn, he's losing. He's lost a wing, you'll notice. That's really the problem. Okay, you're both dead at this point. Bang. Oh. And bang. So, yeah. Someone in chat may be able to fix any bugs. Possibly. But we're going to go to the main menu. So that was bracket number 3. And I do have the scores for it down here. I published them in the chat earlier today. So these are under the mission. So I can go to bracket number 4, which featured someone who's clearly very good at this, but also someone who clearly didn't read the rules of the competition. You can't wait for this to be the next big esport. I'm telling you, if they're doing, racing, I'm sure the producers of Top Gun would love people to be doing competitive flight simming. Yeah. So I'm left-handed? No, I'm right-handed. I mean, I can do a lot of things with my left hand. I'm pretty amazing. But competitive ED. So yes, S-Master got 0 points for not reading the rules. Who else do we have? So yeah, we'll fire those up. Next we have Derp Plane. I can't remember who that was, but yes, somebody else. Oh, sorry, wrong way. Stardust proved to be quite good. In fact, Stardust won. Stormhawk knows how to make a cool looking plane. Whereas Teflon Mike knows how to make a realistic looking plane with 12 engines hidden inside those engines. The human goatee was the only person to try building a plane using one single engine, and they won big as a result. And Sebastia's with 6 engines on this. Oh, and Skysack going vertical. So let's set up the team. So I gotta do... Oh yeah, somebody else actually knows how to set up their... knows how to set up their different team groups. 6. There we go. That's all the teams set up. So I set pretty short engagement ranges because it gets things going faster, to be honest. We didn't know that small equals fewer engines. Well, I did say small plane, big gun, right? So notice we have... well, actually, Stormhawk has undercarriage that it ditches, which is kind of interesting. Where is it? Yeah. Whereas Skysack decided to go very different. Now, I said that they all had to have cockpits, and I would be judging based on the cockpit view. This one has a very interesting cockpit view. The pilot is sitting feet first, which... I don't know. I think that would be a pretty scary viewpoint. But it did take off. The human goatee, as I said, one engine. Took a really long time to take off sometimes. But funnily enough, the first time I ran this round, he won. It was down to him versus Teflon Mike, and Teflon Mike ran out of fuel and then was shot. So it was quite a turnaround. I was very impressed, and then the second time he played, he died first. But, you know, respect is due. I'm going to say, though, while he definitely won lots of points for having a single engine, he lost points for having this view. Oh, we're already got some shooting. Teflon Mike clearly knows what they're doing. They fit this one with radar systems and gun cameras. Another one who seemed to be doing pretty well was Stardust, but not right now, obviously. Stormhawk, I like this one because the viewpoint, this is basically a rover container. So you can get a nice view out of this. Oh, just shooting a little low there. But man, what a nice view from this thing. It's like driving a truck in the air. Uh-oh. Nobody's scoring any actual hits just yet. I kind of like this arrangement here, by the way. Ooh. Somebody trying to shoot this. Oh yeah, that's Teflon Mike again. Under fire. I tell you, when this one gets it going, this one was killing everything. But when it gets hit, it just falls apart really easy. These are all bots, but all the aircraft are built by players. Teflon really looks great, but he didn't get very many points for looks because the rule was small plane, big gun, and this didn't look like a small plane, and also it had so many engines that it wouldn't have got any points anyway. Stormhawk has got some points already. I'm not sure who he hit. Oh, there we go. Wow, that was Dirt Plane, I think, that was shooting at him there. But he's still flying, I think. Stormhawk is staying in the air, but has only one engine left. I don't think he's staying in the air very long. Skysack is the first one to fall out of the sky, though. Probably because they couldn't see where they were going. Sebastiaz is actually... We got a lot more scoring early on here, you see that? Stardust. So Stardust technically won round 2, but... yeah. In this case... Or sorry, Stardust won this bracket. In fact, it came out ahead in round 2, so... Clearly not the case here. No guns. No aerodynamics. It's going to be a sitting duck in points for somebody if we were tracking points. But let's watch Teflon Mike. Someone that looks like they know what they're doing. I think that's S-Master there. Yeah, it is, but for some reason he's not actually targeting him anymore. Probably thinks that he shouldn't be fighting the sort of Kerbal version of a biplane. Oh, missing again. This isn't multiplayer. This is all AI. So you'll notice that Stardust keeps on... The engines keep flaming out because he doesn't really have the air intakes that you would normally have. Dirt Plane is still shooting, though. The human goatee, still alive right now. Quite amazingly. That's Sebastiaz shooting at the human goatee. If it's AI, how can they know what they're doing? It's metaphorical. Besides, it's all... Sometimes it's about being designed by a player that knows what they're doing. I'm surprised Teflon Mike hasn't scored anything because he's usually the pilot that kills the mostest. He's a stone cold killer. Oh, there, he got some hits, finally. Shooting at S-Master there. Oh, S-Master was murderized. There is no pilot on that anymore. It is doomed. Oh yeah, FFAs are too inconsistent, but you know what? Let's just kill it. Okay, we gotta make that happen. So that's why you run several rounds, you know? Oh, a bit of fire there. Teflon Mike's moved beyond the window. The envelope, he's flying beyond the envelope. Trying to find that thrust vector that will get him back and keep him in the air. Oh. Oh, he's going straight in again. He's shooting at Sturmhawk, I guess. Who apparently is also a seasoned expert. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Sturmhawk is somehow still flying after all this time. Just probably can't get high enough to stay in the air, so it's... I don't know, I'm surprised he hasn't been shot down by somebody. Like, he's outlasted a lot. Doesn't have any engines, or he doesn't have any weapons, but still flying as well. Human Goatee barely has any engines. Well, I did think about that, about having a thing when people are being damaged. The problem with this round is the weapons are just so ridiculously overpowered compared to the targets that as soon as you see them being damaged, they're dead. The X is supposed to indicate that they're being shot at by somebody, but yeah, but it's hard to figure out who sometimes. Stormhawk's still shooting. Go! Good! Good going! That's Teflon Mike he's shooting as well. Teflon Mike seems to have some aerodynamics issues. But Stormhawk doesn't have the the thrust to weight ratio to really take advantage of the situation. I'm not sure what he lost that made him so... Oh, you lost an air brake, I guess. But he's not really deploying those air brakes. Oh. I was doing best of 2. I might do best of 3 in later rounds. I'd best make a YouTube series out of this. We're working on editing these things together. He lost a chunk of his right wing. Oh, yeah. Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, he lost a chunk there, yeah. Didn't actually hit that target. It's Teflon Mike shooting at him, but I guess not hitting. Which, again, is kind of, kind of to be expected. That is a very interesting attitude Dirt Plane is taking there. The human goatee is still flying. Still hasn't hit any targets. Where Sebastias is the one that's getting all the points. That was something went crash and boom boom. Dirt Plane, perhaps? No. Still doing the... I'm trying to fly out of this. Yeah. Stardust is on Sebastia's tail, but... yeah. Bang! There we go. Finally. So now we logged who they died. So you see, we got the points here. Yep, Sebastias is out of ammo. Stormhawk is wounded. Teflon Mike also wounded. The human goatee is actually taking a shot at somebody. But they're 2.8 kilometers away, so good luck. Teflon Mike is also out of ammunition. So the only ones still flying with any chance of killing things are Stormhawk and the human goatee. And the human goatee is just too far away for anyone. Discord peeps built all of these. So I guess at this point, yeah, the human goatee is just like hanging out back at base. What are you shooting at? Oh, wait, is there a target there? He's shooting at Stormhawk. Oh, he's going for it. Come on. Come on, Mr. Goatee. You guys are both fly about the same speed. You both have one engine, right? Difference is that this guy has a little more wing surface. What is this here? Oh, that's a service bay with a bunch of ammunition boxes in it. And it's red from being hot, I guess. These are the two ones that have the ammunition, and they're just kind of shooting each other. Whereas the other crew are off like 10 kilometers that way, just wanting to stay alive. That's not in the spirit of things, I'm going to say. Well, I think we're going to have 2.5 minutes of boredom, right? Because these guys just can't seem to get a bead on each other. Yep. Stardust somehow still flying despite missing so much of their plane. Sebastia is still chasing after... yeah, they're still chasing after each other. As is Teflon Mike. Oh, man. Yeah, these guys are just flying in circles. You know what? I'm gonna kill Stardust. There's no sense in letting these people fly so far off course. Well, we do have a time limit, and these guys are just... They've spent like 2 minutes flying in circles and not shooting each other. Sebastias has no ammunition. Teflon Mike is coming out of the equation. So, we're calling it now. We're... Oh, wait. Maybe they get a chance to shoot each other. Come on. Turning hard. No, they're giving up. I could add an area limit, but the AI won't necessarily respect it. The AI may not understand that if it keeps flying in this direction, it will be exploded. Okay, so we're killing these. So anyway, we took those and we came up with a list. Quick to the main menu. So we took them, we found the ones that scored the highest, because we had 3 entries left over. First of all, we had XD, we had Levy 154 and Bart 416 who hadn't flown. So what we did was, for the next 5 slots, we took the players that had scored really well but hadn't made it into the top 5 or 6. And we gave them a second chance, which may sound unfair, but they'd all scored 14 points individually. I wanted to kind of, give them a chance to improve on their state. So we have this. So this is Mission Builder Group 5. And again, tells us all about problems that we have. Oh, and one mistake that I made was that I mislabeled Levy 154 as Skysack. So when you see that, it's Levy 154, who actually, between the first and the second round, is leading the challenge, right? Did well in the first round, really well in the second round, and therefore has more points in aggregate between those 2 rounds. And I managed to mislabel them. So, yeah, and of course, in the second round, they were fighting against the toughest and the hardest ones. So yeah, who do we have? We have XD, the Great, who decides to go with a part-clipped blocky thing. Yeah, using a crew capsule. Therefore, didn't win that many points for style. We have Levy 154, who I accidentally labeled as Skysack. Wait a second. Let's rename this. Rename vessel. I can fix this here, right? It still counts. That's better. We had... Oh yeah, Bart 416. I'm going to have to reload this level. We have 9595 West. We have Aisha again. We have N95 Gaming. Oh yeah, wait a second. I got to fire up their engines. We have Arctic Fire, who proved to be pretty good, but not quite good enough. And Nem Gao, who you saw getting killed earlier. So I'm actually going to restart this mission, because I'm going to pause it and kick it off very fast, so that Bart can actually stay alive and fly. Right? Yeah, he made the Borg fighter plane, which flies about as well as a Borg cube does. It has roughly similar aerodynamics. I'm going to rename, but once we're flying, right? Team Tank, yeah? Okay, hold on. We got to pause the game first, because I go into the manager and put everyone on the right team. So I keep clicking the X button. It's a good thing I fixed that to require the right button. There we go. Put them all in separate teams. I need a button to fix that and make it happen faster. Start competition. So now I need to go through them very fast and start their stages. Okay. So he's now moving. Excellent. So I can go and fix Skysack. Oh, you know what though? Now the competition has started, he'll be logged as Skysack, so it'll think that Skysack is dead because Skysack has disappeared from the list. So the problem we have with Bart's entry is that it has a ton of engines, but it doesn't really have enough lifting surfaces, so it spends a lot of time trying to lift off. It's actually, you know, it sort of sits here and does a wheelie for a very long time. Oh, there, it's actually flying! In fact, Aisha is still struggling to get airborne. Good lord! Oh, wait, no, N95 is struggling. Lost something on takeoff already. Yeah, there's the problem of this hill here. The cylindrical craft streams trypophobia. Yes. The panels don't have lift. They have a lot of drag, though. They're not without their aerodynamic properties. Oh, look! It's got high enough that it needs to pull out its undercarriage, but there's still a chance that it might not get high enough to get over this hill. Like, this hill comes along. I guess it's still gaining altitude faster than the surface is rising, so it's doing fine. Oh, somebody's already shooting now. The shooting is happening. Here's Arctic Fire. And Levy. Oh, no, nice. Oh, Nemgao already got a hit on somebody or something. Yeah, you're too far out to be any good. Aisha's still around. It's kind of surprising that they're not shooting the ones near them, they're shooting the ones far away. Oh, Bart 416 has made it over the hill, but still hasn't made up to the 500 meters they have to be before the AI will start to think about engaging. Engaging at 1 kilometer, still not hitting. XD the Great has proven to be... Oh! There we go! Man, Arctic Fire, Arctic Fire taken down! So much for being a formidable foe. Oh, yeah, you get hit by something too. So Levy got a hit on somebody there. Oh yeah, he got a hit on XD. Let's just switch to dogfight camera because things are happening too fast for me to keep track. XD the Great. Oh, who's that? He's shooting down. 95 is falling out of the sky. Maybe? Maybe? Not really sure. Losing altitude fast. Oh, just about surviving there. But man, that was a close one. Now, if only the AI knew how to engage a target that was below its target altitude, then Bart might be in trouble. Yeah, I think everybody's sort of running off in this direction because they know Bart's in that direction and Bart's an easy target. Oh, good hits there. That is Levy 154 getting smacked. And still has two of those engines, but lost a lot of their power, so they're going to figure out how to fly this thing. Heard I made it further, or did I miss myself? Bortman 6, you were in round 2. I played that one, right? Why the violence? It's violence for the science. Why are you pulling up into a steep climb when you clearly don't have the thrust to weight ratio to do it? I don't know what you are thinking. XD the Great not engaging anyone right now. Aisha's still sort of flying around. Well, V154 is maintaining altitude, which is fine because they're, amazing, I guess, because they've lost most of their engines. 95 taking some shots and missing. Nem Gao's taking some shots too, but I don't know who at. Oh, is that XD the Great? No, still flying. I was about to say, were they falling out of the sky? Clearly not. I don't know why this guy is engaging at such a long range. Yeah, these are the exhibition matches because we've already run the matches and we're sort of doing some edits to try and make the final version. The X-Wing fighter style craft, this one? Oh! What was that? Did you get a hit? No, that wasn't a hit. Something exploded, but clearly not anything that was gonna get points for Aisha or Levy. So yeah, I hacked all this onto BDArmory so that I could play the game. So I could, figure out what was going on a little better. Oh, that's looking like a... Oh, man. That looked like that might be some good hits there, but no. Oh, yes! Man, that is XD the Great falling apart in the sky. What a good kill by 95 West. You have been wrecked. Of course, that was the one with the most points at that time. Bart is still doing something, which involves maintaining altitude somehow. Hasn't been killed. This is why I had to start tracking shots and hits. I want to see how far Bart goes. Nem Gao is spinning around a lot. Has he been damaged? Nah, I think he's just unstable as usual. Bart can't win. You have to get points to qualify. Oh, that's... Levy is like way the heck over there. What are you doing? What? Wait, what are you doing? Pirouetting around in the sky. So yeah, these buttons show you who they're targeting as well, which has been kind of useful for keeping track. Go on, take a shot. No, you're not going to take a shot. Too low down. I don't know what that was, but it's... It's going bang bang. Oh, I shouldn't have switched to that. Still flying! Somewhere. 10 kilometers out from the target. I don't want him to be kill switched. I think I want to see somebody killing them. Because that would be logical. I just hope they save some ammunition so they can take him down. A slow, simple target. I thought that might have been a hit, strafing around in that direction, but it's surprisingly difficult. Bork has over 5,000 meanings in Swedish. Yes. I just remember Google was once translated into Swedish chef. It was just Bork, Bork, Bork. Yeah, everybody's too spread out to be making any serious killing at this point. Arctic is not sure is getting any close. Oh, so actually, Arctic has made this really... Sorry, Bart has made this really long turn. $95.95 seems kind of low down. Is that going to make them an easy target? Nope. Because they're too far out. It looks like a militarized CubeSat, huh? Oh, Levy is firing again. They've turned around. And they're engaging. $95.95 just seems too low down for some... And I don't know why they're not gaining altitude. Right, you gotta manually modify the gun to set the engagement range. Yeah, look, this is what happens to this thing. It keeps turning out of control and losing speed. But unfortunately, nobody's been able to take advantage of that particular weakness in its AI. Come on! Hit it! Hit it! Ugh. These two look very similar to each other, but unfortunately they're not hitting each other. And Bart is off in that direction. They are 10 kilometers away. Coming in very slowly. Nemgao flying over the top here. I'm not sure how to engage this target. Oh, there we go. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, no, missed. I thought that was going to be a hit as well. Yeah! Oh, there we go. V154 taking it on the chin. Disintegrating. So where's Namgao? Namgao's just floating around there. Aisha. Where is your target? There we go, over there. You missed the old Kerbal days. You liked the days when all the Kerbals were old. This is, by the way, Valentina Kerman flying this, just for reference. Why is this bugging out? I don't get it. He's in a good situation. Oh, he's going after Bart! And he has plenty of ammunition. Valentina is going to be the one to finally deliver Bart's head. No! That doesn't work. Bart is still alive. And has in fact fired his gun, I think. Oh, there we go. Bits flying off. No, it hasn't fired his gun yet. But you know what? I suspect that Bart will continue to fly for a while yet. Wow, I'm kind of surprised that Bart is somehow able to perform these passes. Oh, wait. I think we've depleted all... Yeah, we've depleted all his ammunition. And maybe that was what was shot off the target. So much for that. Oh, that's Nemgao taking some hits. Will he be able to fly? I don't know. Certainly not having wings didn't make a big difference before that. But I think, yeah, not having engines is going to limit your options for safely landing this thing. But Bart remains in the air. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to kill you, Namgao. Because there's no point in waiting. But these guys can have a go at each other. Oh! Oh, look at that! Aisha, hitting hard. Gone. So now it's 95-95 who has been brutally good in this. If they don't waste all their ammunition against Aisha, then oh no, it's Bart. They're going after Bart. Did Bart get hit there? Or will Bart crash into the mountain instead? Wait, you've lost these engines up there? More hits! And that is the victory! Bart falling apart in pieces. Ding dong, Bart's dead! Oh, what fireworks there. Look at that. Just disintegrating and falling into a million tiny pieces. Aren't you glad that I didn't kill him right away? He's now just like looking for random targets to kill. Never mind teammates or anything. Permission to buzz the tower. Can I do that? Oh yeah, I totally have control now. I can buzz the tower. Where's the tower? That's the water tower, right? Let's see if I can bring him home safely. Okay. Let's try landing it, right? I should probably try. I mean, look, that was a pretty good, nice design, I'm gonna say. That didn't win particularly well. It was a fair fight, yes. But 30 points! Look at how efficient that pilot was. Like, I don't get it. Sometimes the pilots just seem to get in a groove, and other times, you know, they just don't know how to do whatever they're doing. So I'm going to turn around now. We got to bleed off a bit of speed. Oh. That seems good. I think we can land this. Yeah, I had... I like how the AI is shooting still. I should probably turn off guard AI. Okay. Do we have air brakes on this? No, okay. I think we might have a hard time slowing down in time. Brakes. Oh, look, he does a power slide right at the end because he's a badass. Good job. Like a glove. Okay, so we did have one final round that we set up, and we'll play the exhibition match. And that was basically between all of the highest scoring pilots from round two. I think the plane definitely helped. As I said, I'm surprised that Teflon Mike didn't fare so well, because he was so good the first time I saw that flying. Like, he killed everything and then got wiped out by, this dinky little thing with one gun and a big engine. As our big gun and a little engine. I don't think you made it to this round. We'll see if you're in this round, okay? Sorry, Borkman, you're not in this round. You were there on Tuesday. I think Prof Biscuit might be in here. S-Master 7772, I didn't like your plane because you didn't follow the rules. You didn't include a cockpit. I made that very clear, that you needed to have a cockpit so I could see what the pilot could see. So, I'm sorry, yeah, we were quite happy when your Kerbal was headshot in the sky. So yes, these were the ones that ended up scoring best. We have XD the Great. We have Lavi 154. Nubby Narwhal. We have Erland. Tiny little plane, big gun, good looks. We have Stardust, who's going to get a second chance to kill things. N9 Gaming, dinky plane, big gun. Also looking like a penis. Oh, did I say that? The Human Goatee. The only person to fly with one engine. Pushing Robot. Yeah, Pushing Robot is not in. So sorry, Prof Biscuit did not make it. So yes, let's get this all set up. Engines warmed up. We're going to switch teams. So this takes a while because I haven't written code to automate it. So we put them all in separate teams. And yeah, set engagement range to like 800 because it's fast. And we start the competition. QWERTY the Pie. I didn't... The bot will let me link the Discord. No, I'm not sure. Somebody will have the ability to link the Discord, but it is also linked on my YouTube channel, so it should be pretty easy to find it. You just look at the About page. So, in the second round, Stardust actually scored best, just so you know. Partly because they killed a lot of things, but also because they had a pretty cool looking plane. You think N9 is gonna survive? Oh, I don't know about that. Human Goatee, still trying to get airborne. Now, N9 has managed to not lose the undercarriage this time. Oh dear, oh dear, uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, I think this might not go very far. Well, so much for that. As I said, the first time they flew, they won that round. And they killed Teflon Mike, who was an absolute badass. Not in this case. So it's apparently waiting for teams to get in position, and I guess they all have to be at least 800 meters apart. Which could take some time. What are you doing? That does not seem to be a safe attitude. Okay, you know what? Let's just hit the G button for everyone. Let's just get them started. They're all flying. Doesn't matter how far apart they are. Let's kill things. Nubby Narwhal already shooting at things. Rather optimistically at that range, but you know, that's how it goes. Dogfight camera. Autopilot. Pushing robot. Oh, pushing robot's already got some hits in. I'm guessing they shot that target there, whatever. The XD the Great. These are two little compact planes that perhaps abused clipping maybe a little. Oh, shooting high, shooting low. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Bang. Look at that. XD the Great disintegrated. So Levi understood that they have this radar thing, and they made use of it. So Erland is the one shooting at Levi. You can look up this. Oh, who was that getting torn up there? That was Levi just getting knocked out the sky. So much for that. Cannot deploy landing gear. That was obviously a problem as well. So, yeah, unfortunately, this is considered dead, so I kill them with the right click. So this happened a whole lot faster. Oh, wow. That was pretty harsh. That was Stardust getting torn up there. So this is it took 2 minutes to get to the start orientation. Oh! Nubby Narwhal disintegrated. And pushing robot continuing to fly now against Erland, who is not in the most maneuverable aircraft by any means. Wow, there's a delicate dance of death going on here. Erland has somehow managed to find himself in this situation where he's trying to gain altitude. Why isn't he going at 100% thrust? What is the AI thinking here? I'm really confused. Surely you could use a little more thrust here. Missing. I mean, what's gonna happen is I'm betting that this guy will run. Oh, there he goes! He got it. He got a serious hit there on Erland. And torn up. Wow. He just dominated there. That is dead. You know what? I think I'm gonna go back into the scenario editor and replace the human goatee with Teflon Mike. Because I think I want to rerun this, so I'm going to go back to the main menu and edit this particular thing, because I want to see Teflon Mike flying again. So, but anyway, as we know, we've been running this. This is round 2. There's going to be a round 3. So we will have, we're going to have the new rules, and you will have until midday on Sunday Pacific time to develop an aircraft, an entrant, and unfortunately, you know, you might not have played it up until this point, so therefore you might have some trouble catching up. But we're going to have many rounds to go. After all, you know, people are hanging out at home, and what else are we going to do? And I kind of like running these things. I like seeing your inventiveness. Okay, Teflon Mike is coming in here. So there's going to be specific rules, and one of the first rules, unless I say otherwise, You know, you gotta follow the rules. So I'm gonna require cockpits. I'm going to require that you build the aircraft and save them as a craft file, and you share the craft file on Discord via DM. I'll tell you the rules at the end of this stream, and then they will be pinned in the chat channel on my Discord. Also, part of this is that you're going to have to take a nice picture of your aircraft, and I will just show you actually what we had. We had the entrance, various different people, so you can see what they said. Because if you think about it, this is like Project Runway. You're telling us all about your cool planes, right? We have Sebastia's. Why is this doing it in this order? Oh, there we go. Aisha. Stardust. There we go. See? So I need you to make those so that we can talk about your planes. Arglarg, who has a lot of things to say. I had to make these images, so unless you gave me an image... There, Barkman 6! We get a picture of yours. And that was your description that you attached. Was I just wanted to make sure that you had received my craft. Yes. Good job on the description. We will be judging them on the poetry in the future. I somehow missing a... Oh, there we go, there. Yeah. XD the Great. Oh, look, this one looks familiar. Sebastia's. Pushing Robot. What a victory. The Finley is a small maneuverable, intentionally unstable, and has 45-degree wings to provide nearly the same right flight characteristics at any angle of roll. There we go. John F. President. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Yes, I think I might make that the rule, is you have to write a haiku in this next round. Okay, so we're going to come back and we're going to watch one more round of this because why not? Why not? I got to find the thing. We're ready. We're going to warm this up. I'm going to put everyone in the right team. Also, I'm going to tell people not to mess with the teams. Just let me assign the teams. Don't create extra teams. Oh, darn it. Because, like, Levi ended up in his own team, so I got to figure out who's where. Because this is really annoying, because it pops up the... Obviously, the print formatting isn't quite right. Pardon me, this taking forever. Because I tried to be smart. Just wait until I tell you to describe your aircraft through the medium of interpretive dance. That's when you know this competition is legit. Okay, I gotta power up everyone's engines. Okay, come on, Teflon. I'm pretty sure you're the one to show us some good skills. Yeah, imagine not being able to describe your killing machine of the sky through the medium of interpretive dance. I mean, Teflon, I'm going to say, I liked the look of the plane, but it wasn't according to the rules of the competition that said small gun, big plane. And you had 12 engines. So but, you know, it had lots to say about it, lots to go for it. Something exploded there. Oh, yeah, I think that is N9 Gaming. Oh, N9 Gaming never even got off the ground. I think at this point, let's just fire up the action. I'm not going to wait for the manager to get going. That's Stardust already getting the kill. Wow! Well, maybe not a kill, but definitely doing some serious damage there. to pushing robot. Wow. What a come down. What a come down. Pushing robot just destroyed. I have Nubby Narwhal as well. Yeah, Nubby Narwhal gone so fast. And Levi destroyed. I was thinking Teflon Mike might get in the action and to get some kills, but boy, no, this is going fast. This is the faster they kill, the more rounds we can run. And the way I was doing it with the first round was that I basically took off the highest and lowest until we came to the median. I looked for a median, that's what I did. And then we multiplied that out. Because I knew that bad luck can sometimes ruin, a day. I think you're seeing it. Pushing robot's actually still alive. Okay. Better kill him. Okay, come on, you got a target to hit? Stardust is still around. Kinda looking cool there. I mean, it's not really a plane, but it definitely gives you that vibe of big gun, small plane. Yep, sorry Nubby. I just had to do it. Oh, and by the way, one round I'm thinking of doing is the Adama maneuver, that you have to be able to perform that. Ooh, Stardust getting a lot of hits. I don't know who against. Oh, Stardust shot down Teflon Mike. And now he's getting shot at himself. Oh! Oh! XD the Great there with the shots. Man, so much for Teflon Mike. Okay. Still waiting for teams to get in position. I know, I don't really care, but I just wanted them all to get in the air and then kill them fast. Oh, darn. I hate it when that does this, when the internal view, the IVA view is made available. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Oops, that was a problem. I meant to do IVA view. So much for that. Sorry. Sorry. All the planes were made by people. I think we should have another go. Yeah, XD the Great's done pretty well. Oh wait, Stardust was the one that ejected from, huh? There's no pilot on it. Is this still flying? Oh, it's still flying despite it has no crew member. Oh! Whoa! Yeah, right, that was the one with the plane, the French plane. It pulled negative G's and the guy grabbed this thing between his legs, which happened to be the ejector trigger. And it turned out there was a problem because it didn't actually, it was supposed to eject the pilot and that didn't happen. So, the pilot landed the plane, but then they looked at it and said, well, wait, you were supposed to have been ejected. There's also the case, there's a famous case of a plane where the pilot, like, it was spinning out of control and the pilot ejected, and then it sort of naturally recovered and pulled up and landed sort of safely in a cornfield. Oh yeah, it's got no ammunition, that's the problem. So it's just a question of whether XD gets it. So look at these failures, because now you're going to have to figure out how to make these failures not happen. It happened to a saber. I know it was a saber, the one I remember, because cornfields, there's not many cornfields in, you know, the Soviet Union. Corn is a very much an American crop. Corn is, of course, one of the great gifts of Native Americans to the world. Really changed food, whatever. Oh yeah, if ammunition is depleted on both cases. Maize, yes. Corn, maize, whatever, yes. Let's restart this mission again. Did we grow corn or did corn grow us? I tell you, here's the thing. If you're in the US, a large part of the carbon in your body is very likely sourced from corn in some way. Okay. Gotta, once again, fixing these things into the right team takes a lot of effort. There we go. You know, what if I just turn these on? Oh. Maybe not guard just yet. Maybe we can get everyone airborne this time. Would it be well, I'm going to change the code. What I had to do was add 8 teams and make them there by default. And I could have just solved the problem of, you know, redundant pilots by putting them in the neutral team, but it was much more fun to just explode them. Here's Erland trying to take off here. Oh, good. This is the one that seems to have a hard time. Okay, now don't crash it. Don't crash it. I told you not to crash. You're going to crash it. Yep. Come on, keep it level. Good. Now you can fly. Okay, I'm turning the guard mode on you. We're going to kill them all. No, Teflon Mike's already going after targets. Oh, there we go! Bang! That's Nubby Narwhal, did not last long there. Teflon Mike is already shooting at targets, but 2.1 kilometers out. Really? Might want to fix that. Pushing robots also shooting at targets a fairly long distance out. Who was that? Somebody exploded there. Oh, it was Nubby Narwhal. Oh! XD the Great taking some hits. Yet no engines left. So much for that. So let's switch this back to awesome look. I love the fact how the AI is still looking to target that. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. That's Stardust once again. Stardust was great, but they tended to run out of ammunition, I think was the thing. Same with Teflon Mike. Well, Teflon Mike actually would run out of fuel. Okay, I have to kill XD. XD's just drawing fire. Well, here's the thing. Like, you gotta do it based on the sort of average... You gotta average over a bunch of rounds. And now that I can actually store these things and have the thing do it offline and not have to take notes, this should be a lot faster. I don't know why Dirt Plane failed. No, we flew around with it. I don't remember. It's not that it failed, it just didn't win. Oh, there we go. Oh, man. That was Stardust there. I do not see you recovering from this. If you do, you don't have a weapon. That was debris from Levi, which somehow became a separate target in the, you know, in the manager. Oh, what a beautiful shot there! Oh, it's so elegant. That was Erland. Did not last very long there. See, Stardust is kicking ass this time around. And looking cool. Right, let's be clear. Use the Force, Luke. Yeah, maybe you should rename yourself to Starbuck, huh? Oh, I'm sure that I've built like F-14 alikes before. I'm more interested at this point in people building things that are different, right? Oh, apparently you just flew into the ground there. So much for that. Well, now it's N9 Gaming, which hasn't got any points against Pushing Robot, which has proven to be a murder machine at times. I'm not sure the AI is able to do a space battle version, but there will be some interesting things. We will be flying on other worlds. And, like, I might run with a hacked version that, say, lets the jet engines work on Eve. And there we go. Pushing Robot once again, taking the round. Jet engines don't work on Joule, but we could make them. I mean, the simplest thing to say is we will allow rocket engines of a certain class and then just turn on infinite fuel. Eve biplanes, there you go. I mean, I would love to see propeller-driven planes, but the problem with having prop-driven planes is that it forces people to have all the DLC, which is not necessarily what we want to force. Ah, there. I don't know if I can fly this thing. I'm sure the propeller doesn't work well unless you've got some way of mapping it to the AI. So, we should return to the main menu because we want to look at what we're going to request. No, rocket engines though, I said. Rocket engines with infinite fuel will work on Eve. Right? Ta-da! And then I can fix the engines to not require intake air, and boom, those will work as well, right? Seriously. You don't think I've thought about this? And there'll be rounds where we say, okay, we're going to turn gravity up by, a lot. We're going to do one where you have to be able to eject from a spacecraft moving very fast. We're going to have ones where you have to perform re-entry. But this challenge for the next round, those people that want to enter, get on the Discord, and you will have to build a plane. It has to have a cockpit. It can use fixed guns, no missiles, no turrets, right? And then the theme is one big engine. So the only thing you're allowed to propel this thing, because everybody had lots of little Juno engines, now you have to have one giant ass high bypass turbine at the core of your plane. So you could do something. Where is it? Where's the engine? You know the engine I'm talking about. You're talking the Goliath. That's right. You got to build something around that engine, right? You can put on guns. They have to be forward firing. It has to have a cockpit which you can see out of, right? Because you will be judged on that. You can use part clipping for pretty reasons, but if you are using part clipping to hide a bunch of engine or wings inside your plane, that's going to suck. If you're using part clipping to put all your ammo boxes inside something so they don't get shot off, you're going to get penalized for that. But if you make a pretty looking plane, right, that has one giant engine and is a gun-covered murder machine, then you're pretty much on the road to victory there. We're going to run these in another similar battle format. So you're going to include the weapons, the ammunition. It has to have a weapon manager and an autopilot for planes. Just one engine. No mods, no tweak scale. And you're going to have to supply a version of the plane which doesn't have any part modules because that can be very annoying. And you're also going to have to describe your plane in a thing of this kind of manner. You're going to take a picture so we can share it with everybody, and you're going to include a haiku to describe how cool your plane is. So that's the rule, right? So I hope you're getting all that, and I hope someone on Discord is noting this down. You got just about a day and a half to put these together, and then we will start running the scoring. And I should actually show you what the current scores are, because I did share them. I will probably tune the scoring just a little, but I'm going to do... There we go. Look, we actually have... We have this. Wow, look at that. We've got all the scores of everyone. So this is scores they got in round 1, scores you got in round 2, and this is the sum of these. Look, it's like science. Oh, and I need to change the zoom on this so that you can actually see the whole thing, right? Look at that. There's Bart down. You want to see that Bart is down the bottom, right? It's because Bart had one entrance and it was kind of comical. And obviously, you know, we all won from that, right? There we go. Look. What about what? No, he has 14 points. 9,595. No. The 30 point, those rounds that we just flew, those were exhibition rounds. We previously ran all of these rounds several times, right? And so this is basically 2/3 of the score are Two-thirds of the score is combat performance. 1/3 is pretty and how you satisfy the quality of the thing. S-Master said you put yourself at the bottom. You didn't follow the rules. You didn't include a cockpit. And then you had too many engines, right? Trust me, there will be a round where we're using pilot seats, but this one isn't it. And you probably don't want to use pilot seats in this case either. Yeah, no, you got 0 points because you didn't have a cockpit. and you kept falling out of the sky. That was the other thing. And yeah, you can see like the human goatee just kind of urged. Yeah. Yeah, Teflon Mike really suffered and he gets shot down very early. Yeah, we said that we told you the rules. We made it clear. But yeah, we're using fixed forward guns. No gimbals, no turrets, right? So anyway, I hope we'll write this up and then we'll see you guys in a couple of days. I very specifically said no service bay cockpits. And yes, Stardust, you'll notice, actually came first in the second round. And that put them in good position. They actually knocked John F. President down, who didn't do too well in either of the rounds. But don't worry, we have welcomed you all. There's no race. There may be prizes at some point. So feel free to participate. And I look forward to your builds, and we will probably stream them more now that it's actually a lot easier for me to calculate the scores and everything. Can you have a cookie? You can definitely have a cookie by browsing to a website that gives you cookies. So I look forward to it, and I'm going to say goodnight, farewell, and of course, fly dangerously. Right? As long as you fly by the rules, but fly dangerously.